The Great Rotary Duck Race is 10 days out. Hopefully you have your ticket or your tickets. Tonight I want to show you how that single ticket is helping protect foster children. And to do that, I first want to ask you to imagine how traumatizing it is for a child to be placed in foster care, taken from a home because of abuse and neglect.
These are the faces of the boys and girls in Lane County that have gone through the foster care system and found a permanent home. But there are hundreds not on this wall yet, taken from homes of abuse and neglect. And the cold reality is it will happen to another child tonight. A caseworker, a perfect stranger, will walk up to the door and tell that child, "You have to come with me."
Then he'll be transported to his foster home, meet his foster parents for the first time, go to sleep in a strange place. He won't have his Superman sheets on the bed with him. He won't have his favorite toys. He might only have the clothes on his back. He doesn't know if he's ever going to go home to his parents.
And with the court.
CASA has 190 volunteers watching out for those children. More are in the training process you see here. Near the faces on that wall, it says to give a child a CASA is to give them a voice. To give them a voice is to give them hope. To give them hope is to give them a world. It's written by a former foster care child. David DeVinny has been a CASA for about 6 months.
My case has several children in it. They're all right now with one foster home, which is a relative foster home, and it's a good spot for them.
David got involved after watching his niece in California be taken from her mother twice.
In watching that process from afar, I never really felt that my niece got the representation or the advocacy that she needed.
California and Oregon have similar problems. Caseworkers, attorneys, and the entire system all overburdened. David and other CASAs get to know the children's schools, their teachers, things that may be working well as things that need adjusting.
They're able to give really personalized attention, know everything that's going on with that child's life, and make the best possible recommendations to the judge for what that child needs, helping to move them towards a safe, permanent home as quickly as possible.
The Great Rotary Duck Race is allowing more kids to have a CASA. Money raised will pay for CASA training, bringing volunteers and consistency to kids that consistently bounce around.
The great thing about the CASA volunteers, with all these changes, they stay a constant presence in that child's life because many kids get moved from foster home to foster home to foster home.
David says he did not get involved for the reward, but he says it is rewarding.
It is really rewarding when you can make a difference in a child's life and you can actually see a result that maybe wouldn't have happened if you weren't there.
But he is there, giving them that voice, that hope, and a world.
Now, the average CASA or volunteer spends 15 to 20 hours a month working, and the goal this year is to recruit and train 60 new CASAs. Recruiting and training a volunteer costs $1,000. If you can't volunteer, you can still help out by buying that duck for just $5 at any Buy Mart or Dairy Mart store. The race is on the 12th of this month. Tomorrow on KZI 9 News at 6 o'clock, we take you inside Bridgeway House, and then at 6:30, direction service.